Hi, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and we are here, Tattered Lace 13. I feel like I have waited forever for this. It seems to have taken ages. So, because this is a new year, I'm going to do my best to remember that some of you have not seen issues 1 to 12, and I'm going to try and go over everything again. There's been a few changes, but what I want to do first, rather than you have to keep going into Create and Craft to see your magazine, when you've opened it here, there's a button down here that says Save, and you can save it to a stack. So if I click on it, my stack is just Tattered Lace, so I click straight on there. What it will do for your first time is take you over to actual issue page, and you just open up an account. There's nothing to it, it doesn't cost anything, it's just putting in your name and a password, and then you'd go to public profile, let me go there, and stacks, and then you can either create a stack, or as you can see, my stack is already there with all my Tattered Lace from last year and my new one here, and you click on the one you want and it opens it just like you have in the Create and Craft account page. Okay, so let's go through the magazine. I'm going to full screen it on here so that we can see it a bit clearer. And you can either use the arrows on your keyboard or your mouse and click on each page like this. So obviously this is just the menu page. It's exactly the same as it's always been, and it tells you there what projects they've done with this month's free gift. I don't like to call it a free gift because really everything's free. So well, not free, but we've paid obviously. But okay, so this is new, beginner tutorials. They didn't have this last year. It's great for people that are unsure or forget and need to check, so I think it's a really good idea. So these are all the projects we can do, and these are the colorways. Liking this one, I am. Love this. I think there's so much I could do with this that's not part of the projects. I really do like this. It's a lovely frame to just set up anything, isn't it? This is different as well. So what it does, this is for the video. Here, the arrow at the top, and then it will tell you what you need that's not part of the magazine, and then what you need from the magazine, and then it can go through bit by bit. You can use this zoom here, and you can move in closer if you want to have a closer look at everything, and then it tells you written instructions if you need them. If you're following the magazine projects, obviously you can do your own projects as well. I love this one. I know it's simple, but I love it. I think what I'm going to try and do this year is make totally different projects out of the stuff we have, rather than just doing a project like they've done on here. I think that might work better. So this is the first diamond and pearls part. Very lush. In the sun border. So you can just add it. Oh, I like that. Look. So it's been added behind, so they pop through like an aperture. I like that. Definitely. Oh, and there. I didn't notice that. Yeah, that's a lovely idea actually. Sweet Symphonies. Cute little bunny. I do like this shape actually. It's unusual, but that's cool. Oh, they've used it there as well. So all these are competitions. So at the end you'll see there's a password to put in on the Tattered Lace website, and you get entered to win one of 3 choices. It's usually 3 choices anyway. Now this I just love. I love this car. I'm going to be doing the car, but I'm going to try and do my own card out of it. So I've just got to have a look at what I want to do. This background is in the backing papers anyway, and I do like it. But yeah, I want to try and make something different out of it. MIDI melded. Okay, so this is the one of the quarterly dies. I like the houses. I do like the houses. And they can be very useful for all types of things. Okay, now, this card right here, I absolutely adore. But I like these, I don't know, what are they, feathers? Or strings? I don't know. I think they're feathers. Love them. The only thing, I like this one as well. Okay, that one's a bit different. But if you look closely at the pictures, the oval doesn't match the oval aperture. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'd rather it matched. So, and look here, it goes, it's just not in line. That would irritate me, I think. But on this one, it's not a problem. So you can see it clearer here. It just doesn't, it's a different oval, so I don't know why they've done it like that. When, you know, in Scan and Cut, you can, or in Canvas, you can make sure it's perfect. So I'm a bit confused there, and that's on all of them. Look, let me go in close so I can show you. You can see it just doesn't perfectly match, and I don't understand. So this is definitely one I like. Maybe I'll try this one because I do really like that one actually. This blue is lovely. It's a really lush blue. Oh, and my goodness, shoes and red shoes. Red is my favourite colour, and shoes are just my favourite things ever. Just because I can't wear heels anymore doesn't mean I still adore them. And I think this first one is probably the favourite one of mine because I like the front. I like the way they've curved it a bit as well. But there's so much you can do with them shoes, isn't there? So design team feature. I remember this this set. I think this is from the very first magazine, if I remember rightly. I used it a lot because I have a granddaughter who adores princesses, so she loved this. I've done her the frame one. And this is unusual, but I love it. And look, that's like an aperture and they've put the bike in. I love that idea. It really looks like the flowers are coming out of the aperture, like out of the bike, the right way. I really like this. More Sweet Symphonies. Another card like this. I'd done that little fairies in a wood, I think, and I'd done this one. And that's it. So this is the page where they do a giveaway. You go to Tattered Lace website, and that's your code word to enter into the competition. As soon as you go on the main page, there's a link there straight away, so it's very easy to find. The unusual thing is there's no features from Steph, Nancy or Mel in this one. I don't know if they're just not doing it anymore, but I was quite surprised at that. But still, brimming with ideas and SVGs, backing papers. Just press escape and I'm back out of it, and I'm just going to show you. So the backing papers, because what I do, I like to see what they are, and also if I want to use the Minecraft Studio to change the colorways or whatever, you need that to be in a ping file. So I always go over to website and it's PDF to ping, or if it's an SVG, it's SVG to ping, to the number. I'll put it on the screen so you know what I mean, and leave it in the details, but it's so that you can then actually see all your backing papers, and they're beautiful. I love this. They're really great, so don't forget you've got all these you can use, and the colorways, so they're the backing papers for the colorways. And then I love the purple, I've got to say. I really love the purple, although the cream would look lovely with gold. Like, cream is almost like for a wedding, isn't it, I think? Okay, so yeah, I hope you all know how to download and then unzip your files, and then I always put them together in a file, and as you can see I've got my own folder for Tattered Lace, and I just call the folders by what issue they are. Okay, so then I am going to go over to Canvas Workspace, and I'm going to do a couple of things on there, but I'll be back in a minute because I want to make sure what I'm doing first. Okay, so I'm at the computer at Canvas, and I just want to go over a couple of things with you. There are some things that I really love, but I've made changes. So I really like this planter. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so this one here that looks like it's sitting in the middle of the card, I'm presuming it's acetate that you stick the actual planter on. But I didn't want just a square card, so I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm doing it live with you guys. What I decided to do was take this part out, and then what I've done, I did do an outline, and I don't need it. Let me just, so try and ignore that. This one here, don't need that. So I got this one out of, I think it was number 4. So I took this file from the Charisma files, and then I printed out this because I need all the stuff on there. But that's the only one that I've actually printed. I always go into Minecraft Studio, and then I sort of rearrange it myself so that I can use it for what I want. I think, there we go. So I want to do the beetle, I love it, but I'm going to do it with the background from the melded, because I think this background with this gate would look amazing with the beetle in the front. And then the planter, I've just broken it apart and put it together so that I'm not wasting as much space. I know it's me not wasting space again, but, and then I've printed them out, and I've got a couple of other that I've printed out as well. And yeah, so I brought that on, and then I cleared away the box because I didn't want that. And what I done, I offset that at 40, not 04, 40, and it gives you the outline like that. And then let me just get rid of this box because we don't need that. Then this can go back in, and we'll centralize it. But then I really wanted to add this so that there was somewhere to put a sentiment. So it's just one of many I've got. I'm sure you've all got them, but I'm going to make sure that that's centered so it's all right. I don't want to weld this one, just the outside too. So I've just clicked on them two and welded, and there we go. And then you'll have the center cut out, ready to put some acetate behind it, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with everything else. But that's for the bike. I'm going to do two 2 of these and stick them together. So that's the card base. And then I have, if you duplicate so that you've got one you can put on top of the card like that, so that it's standing up with your sentiment, whatever you want to do on it. I'm going to look at my stamps. I fancy stamping a sentiment, although I have done, like I've shown you, I've done a few like this, just in case I want to use them. I love this with love, but these are all sentiments that are kind of squared off. So I'm going to have a look at my stamps. Obviously you've got foiling and everything else that you can do, but that's for the planter. I'm just going to do like a shaped card, and then the other thing I'm going to do is white files, the rectangle. I really like this. I just can't stop looking at it. Okay, the only thing I had to check was that it would fit an A4 sheet, and it does. I don't want to size it down because I don't think it needs it. So because they send you all the shapes separately, I am just going to, actually before I do that, it's this one I want, and we're going to offset. Oh, we only want it at 8, and then we're going to do it again the same. So the reason that I'm doing this is because this first one will be the card shape, so we need 2 of them, so there'll be the white card shape, and then this one is going to be the background. You get it in the backing papers, so this one I've printed out that, and that is going to be behind the white frame because it actually goes with the shoes, and I want to do the shoes. So what I've done, okay, so now I'm going to group the whole frame, but I'm going to, so if I hold shift, I can take that one off, and I can take that one off. There we go. And then just Control G or layer group. Now I'm going to put them all together, and then I'm going to turn them 90 degrees because that's the way I'm going to have my card shape. And then what I'm going to do, I've cut out the shoes, and I'm going to put the shoes, one of the sentiments, and I've done some extra ivy so that I can do a corner of ivy round here because the shoes are in ivy, and a corner of ivy round here. So a simple card, but using all the parts. I just wanted to show you how you could reuse everything without doing the projects that they give you. So that's another one. Let's see, the planter. Oh, the beetle. I have, okay, so this scene here, I'm gonna do that, but instead of doing like the whole easel card, I'm just using the scene. So there's 2 parts to it, and then I am going to do a frame with the beetle on the outside of the frame. I think I've gone through everything now. Oh, and then actually for the first card, I am just going to do it as it is because I love it. It's simple. This card, I'm going to do it as it is. It is a beautiful card. I really love it. But I'm going to put the basket into the middle. I don't like how they've hidden the tree. I love the tree. So I'm going to stick it in the middle. That's the only difference. And I might not use craft card. I might use one of the papers in the backing papers. Let's have a look. I think I might use that one. I mean, that one would look nice, but I think I really like that one. And I could just use the top part of it. So I think that's about everything that I am doing myself. I will see you at the craft table. Okay, so I'm over at the craft table. Like I said, I'm going to start with this one. And what I've done, I didn't cut out the card base. I just cut down a DL. I cut it in half and then cut it down. And then I've also added extra layers to make it a little bit bigger. So just 2 extra. I cut that pink paper that I said on the canvas part that I was going to cut, and I used the lighter pink underneath. And then I'm just going to put that over the top, and I've put loads of pads on it. I think the top bit might look nice in pads. Now this is where I went ahead of myself a little bit, because normally if I've got something to stick over, like an extra card piece, I would do it so it goes under the layers. But I went ahead of myself and stuck all the layers together before I realised I've got this. So I am going to stick it behind. But so this is the piece that you add, and she added it here over the tree. I don't like it over the tree. But do you know what I've done though? I wonder if I could put it. I've just thought I've made it bigger so it's not going to fit. I'm going to see if I can just tuck it behind this bit here. Oh, look at that. Okay, that works a bit better. So we have this, which I'm just going to glue down, and I've already glued the first piece down onto it, so it's the white bit that you're going to stick straight on so it matches the card. And then I thought I'd use glue gel with this one so that I could show you the difference, because with glue gel, if you really, the only thing is it takes so much longer to dry, but it is so much better to use. I've lost my key, so I'm just trying to do it. Now I know you got I have cocktail sticks ready, which I normally swipe the gel off with, but I just want to move it around the middle a little bit. So that's the focus of the, doesn't matter how messy it is. And what I want, because then you can mess around with it, and you've got more movement with that to sort of get it how you want it than you have with pads. So in a sense it's better. So normally I would squeeze and take a bit like that. So that's our little basket. Probably got a bit too much on there, but hey. But it gives it more defined shape. That's the good thing about it. And then I have done with love, but I used the digi stamps like you saw in the video. And I've just put some more of the pink around the outside. And I'm going to put that just there. And it's really that simple. I don't think it looks too bad in the middle. What I would then do, my glorious pin flare glitter wand, and I think a little bit of the tree
So all I've done is glitter the tree and the flowers. I don't know if you can see that. And then maybe it'd be nice to put like some little gems in the hearts as well, just to, you know, brighten it up a little bit. And then you've got a little bit that you can, or you can do your sentiment in the back. But that is such a simple card. I really do like this card, honestly. I know it's simple, but I do prefer it in the middle. So that gives you a few ideas. Now these others I have completely obliterated. Completely. So where do I start? Let me just put this away. The only thing you've got to remember when you're closing your pin flare is that you have a little bubble at the top. Otherwise it will completely dry out. So the next thing I've done was the frame. And I've done that paper behind, like I said, and the beautiful shoes. So, believe it or not, it's quite a simple, basic card. So I put a score in one of them, and that will be the back one. And then all we're going to do The only thing I thought about afterwards is whether or not you guys know how to make the envelopes. So I am going to, after this, do a quick video on just the envelopes so that I can show you if you need to resize the envelopes for a big card like this. Okay, so that's our card shape done. Like that. And then we need to do the paper on top. Okay, so I've stuck it down the best I can. Like I said, there are some little tears in it, like I've lost this bit here. But my idea is to put the shoes down here like this, make an ivy corner here, and then the May Your Birthday Be Bright and Cheery in the middle. I'm not sure what colour I'm going to put around that yet. So, I think I'll use the pin flare again just for quickness. So then I want to do these vines in a kind of corner. I had a corner die, but if I use the corner die, I can't use the charisma. So I just thought if I just start sticking them on. I think that'll do. So we have a vine corner and the shoes, and then we have this. Now, I was going to put a colour around it. I think I still do, like a dark green, but I might do it in an ink pad rather than a piece of paper. Okay, so all I'm going to do is ink the edges. Okay. Just then it stands out a little bit from the white. There we go. So it's a simple card really, but I've just used elements of all the different things and just put it together as one. So that's the first one. I probably would sparkle these up a little bit as well. But I won't waste time showing you how to sparkle because I've done that already. So, next one. Okay. So for this one, I've got the beetle because I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. And then I chose this from the MIDI Melded. But what I'm going to do is mix the two. So I thought this would be a beautiful backing. I've got an 8x8 card. And I know the MIDI Melded card is only tiny. Doesn't mean we can use a bit of big. Because the idea is to put that on there with the beetle down here. Thought it goes nice together, the kind of cottagey feel. And then we can put that there or there. I think I like it up there. So I'm going to, what do I do? If I stick that plane down, so this is just a square. I offset the biggest picture, and this is the square I got left with. So I think I'll flatten that, and then this one can go on pads. Maybe a gem on the top or each side, and that is simply another card. I just thought, because this is decoupaged, and I just thought it looked like the car suited the outside of the cottage, so I've done it like that. And this paper is, it's in the backing papers, but there was bees and grass on the bottom, so I cropped it and just done the blue sky, just so it goes with the blue car. What I might do actually, I've got pin flare glaze, and I might do it on the light so that it's shiny. But other than, I mean, that's just another simple card that I've just put together myself. Okay, last one. This is where I've tried to make a shaped card with the unusual planter thingy, peculiar planter, sorry. So first things first, I'm going to put the acetate on the back. Okay, and there's the last one. So that's 4 cards I've done. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll clear up now, and I'll see you again next month. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.